Welcome back to Electric City Plays. I'm Richie.
And I'm Andrew.
And today we're going to do something new. Can you believe it?
Yeah, wow.
Something new. We had an idea for a video series of not just a live stream board game, but actually like an analysis of a live stream board game. Mm-hmm. And that is what, honestly, we're just going to give it a go today and see how that works. The game you're about to see is Ankh, and it was played by myself and two of our friends of the channel. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to be, we're going to get Andrew's live reaction of all the shenanigans that happens, and I'm excited about that. And we're just going to break it down for you guys, and to hopefully add value to not just even a live stream of a board game, but also a kind of hey, this is why I made the decisions I did. This is why the decisions were made on the other side of the board, and kind of that thing. So that's what this video is going to be, and hopefully, if you guys like it, just the video series is going to be of us, I don't know, reacting to
playing and then giving our reaction of like how we did things.
Yeah.
Which, like you said, like I'm completely unaware of what happened in this game, so full like live reactions, and we're gonna get into it.
If you can believe it.
Wow. Okay, here we are.
Hopping
into it.
Okay, we are going to, and they're muted on the desktop.
Yep.
And you can see us. We're doing a very witty intro here, obviously. That would have ended very badly.
Yeah, horribly. We're
not starting over.
Okay. Yeah, we're pressing. Okay. So let me go. Let me know what's going on here.
I will let you know what's going on. I'm gonna put the top on this. How about that?
Okay. Yes.
We are playing Ankh, Gods of Egypt.
Okay.
We are playing a scenario. We're playing a new scenario actually. As you know, Ankh is a scenario kind of game. You can play different scenarios, and we are playing the Old Kingdom.
Okay.
And so, what do you notice is not on this board right now, Andrew?
What do I notice that is not on the board? Ooh, really putting me under pressure here, man.
I am.
Yeah. Well, I see all your 3 deities, and I see people's troops, but troops. Why are the troops spawned in different locations?
Because that's what the scenario is.
Oh, okay,
We're
wow.
in the Old Kingdom.
Oh, okay.
I'll break it down for you. What of the monuments don't you see?
Well, no one has their own monument. It's all just yellow monument. So like.
Well, this one belongs to orange, and this one belongs to green.
Got you. We don't have temples, or those are a temple, and we don't have the pyramids.
The pyramids. So we don't have the pyramids. Because we're in the Old Kingdom.
Oh, and the Old Kingdom was before
the pyramids.
Wow.
How mathematic is that?
Okay.
Wow, we got there. Okay, that was. So the kind of the scenario is, the gods start kind of in each other's faces, kind of like you can see. The orange god is in front of the green warrior and his obelisk.
Yeah.
Everyone starts with an obelisk. No one starts with a temple. And there are no pyramids anywhere. So, kind of an interesting setup, because up until this point, we had only played the Middle Kingdom, where everyone kind of starts clumped together, where you either have an obelisk, temple, or pyramid.
Yeah.
To kind of give you a focus, like a starting focus of the game. So that's kind of the first thing you need to know. The second thing you need to know are the 3 gods involved. So we have. I was this one. I was. However you say that.
Ptah, the creator.
The creator.
Which it looks like that's what your team is going through right now, walking through like what you guys have, what each person has.
Yes, that's generally that's how we do that. Could you do me a favor and move us up a little bit?
Yes.
In the.
Right there.
Brilliant.
Okay. Amazing even. Wow.
You did great.
Okay.
Toph?
Yeah.
Ptah?
Yeah. Ptah? Okay.
Yeah, the creator builder. What do I do?
Okay, the creator builder. After any opponent builds a monument, they must give you 1 follower. If possible, after you build a monument, gain all exalted follower tokens from here. And so, up to 2. So, Ptah.
Ptah.
The creator.
So yeah, I have my special little worshiper tokens, follower tokens, and they're worth 2.
Gotcha.
The next one, Zach is playing Osiris.
God of the Dead.
God of the Dead. He has these cool gateways that you can see on the screen there next to his warriors. I'm going to point, and you guys aren't going to be able to see them. Next to his warriors there, you see those green hexes. He's able to put those out on the board.
Okay.
And
which they can see me do this.
look at that.
Yeah. So he can put those out.
Those are his. Yep. And then he can spawn extra people out of those kind of gateways to the underworld.
Okay.
And you'll see that happen very soon. And then Gabby is Ra, the sun and the light, and she has these really cool radiance tokens that she can put with her warriors, and she gains extra points for winning battles. So that's kind of the setup here. You can see we've already taken a couple turns where I believe Zach went first and took followers.
Okay.
And then he was able to, or took the move action rather, and then from there he's able to summon people.
Okay.
If you want to turn the audio up a little bit, we will. Can I see those headphones?
You can.
I will get us caught back up with where they're at.
Okay. So we're live with their audio.
Sweet.
I will.
Oh, what I haven't talked about is our guardians.
Okay.
Every game is unique with the guardians that are involved.
Yeah.
Nice. How many you gain?
I think
What are the
3,
guardians
right?
we have this time around?
Oh, that's a good question. You don't have to, like you said, you don't have to click their audio. I can hear them without you even doing that. Pretty crazy. We picked, and I'm gonna tell you guys something. I just picked these guardians. Usually you do them randomly. I did not do them randomly. I was like, these are what I want to play with this game.
Okay.
And it was pretty awesome. We'll start at level 1. I'm glad I brought this stuff over because it would have been a lot.
Yeah, it would have made it a lot harder if we didn't.
Bring up the
screen.
Bring up the Pharaoh mummy. Who were we? Who did we have?
We had the little bird person here.
Yes, I'm gonna start with the age 1 guardian.
Okay. Looking like a scorpion.
Looking like a scorpion. This one. I believe it was this one. So, nope. It was this
right
one.
There. Yep. The
Circuit. If you win a battle with Circuit, you may move her to an empty, non-water space in a region higher in the conflict order, if able.
Okay.
Now, Andrew, what does that mean to you? Higher in the conflict order.
Higher in the conflict order, so that means you're gonna get to go first, right?
Well, no. What I guess I should have led with. We played this wrong.
Okay. Good to know.
I thought this meant like if you were in 2, because we have regions 1, 2, and 3 here.
Yes. Conflict order.
Conflict orders 1, 2, and 3. I thought higher in the conflict order meant like if you were in 2 and you fought, you could go to 1.
Oh.
But really, you can go to 3.
Oh wow.
And so you can kind of fight in all of the conflicts.
If you started in 1.
If you started in 1, you can go through all of them.
Wow. Okay, so you could play it as a really good power play.
Yes, it would be an interesting kind of just moving around guardian. Level 2 guardian we had was the first one that I really was passionate about was the beetle, because just look how cool he looks.
Okay. The Capri.
I think Zach comes up with its actual name, which is so he calls it like the special beetle or something. He comes up with a funny name.
Did he? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, did he reference it from the Mummy? Because this is a scary thing from the Mummy.
Is it really?
Yeah. It does some bad things to some people.
Huh. Spoilers.
Yeah.
For a 20-year-old movie.
Yep. So when you use the gain followers action, you may first summon or move Capri adjacent to any monument on the board. So wow. So you could essentially spawn 2 because you could spawn your troop, and you could also summon him.
Well, for the gain followers.
Oh,
so it's kind
yeah.
of a way to spawn while gaining followers.
Oh,
which is
okay,
kinda
yeah.
cool. Obviously, love just the art on the beetle, and then probably my favorite, or what I was excited to see the most, was the giant scorpion, level 3. When summoned or moved, point its claws at 2 spaces. At the start of a conflict, destroy all adjacent monuments it's pointing at.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
the funniest, and to me the funniest power, because you're like, oh, this big scorpion with claws, but then you point the claws at the monuments, and it kind of tears them down. So that's pretty cool. And then we're also playing with, and you can just see him in the corner of the shot right here.
Yes.
The pet Cetros.
Okay.
And
Alligator.
The big alligator of doom. He has 3 strength and occupies 2 adjacent spaces. At the end of each conflict, this creature is given to the player with the lowest devotion. And spoilers, Zach has him for a lot of the
A long time. Okay, got you.
Zach has him for a lot of the game. So, what have we done so far? We're back in it. Oh, we're about to do a second. So we're progressing through time in this game, which is an interesting concept, I
Okay.
think, where you're literally just on this track here, and everything you do pushes you forward. So
Yeah.
we've already taken a monument action, which monument action I will grab for us. You're essentially just able to take control of a monument that you're adjacent to that's neutral, if you're the one that triggers that action. We've done one of those so far, and it looks like orange has been able to, and it is in the future. And even looking at it while we were playing, I was like, oh, the orange and the brown, the orange and the burnt orange. It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, it's kind of complicated.
But but you can see a couple of my figures on the board with my god, and a couple of Gabby's figures on the board, and I just summoned, which I don't really know why I'm doing, because it's not. I don't think I'm gonna win in one right now.
Yeah.
Let's skip forward to the first. We're just going to do a little bit of clicking until we get to the first, maybe back, like maybe go see where we're at right there.
Okay.
Oh, sweet. Okay. So right now we're skipping ahead to, we've done two more monument phases.
Okay.
2 more people have taken control of monuments, and I believe I would have just taken the movement action, it looks like.
And then
And
you're
triggered
controlling a monument.
Triggered the monument action. And it's actually that temple specifically is going to be integral to to the end game.
Okay,
as you will see. And so we're going to, I want this as soon as the battle, maybe skip us forward like another minute, or should we break down how battle works first?
Sure. Yeah. Well, let's talk about how battles work.
Talk me through battle.
Okay, so your battle steps in an easy to understand 1 through 5 basis. So first off, you have selecting and revealing your cards. So the players are going to simultaneously choose a battle card to play and then reveal. And then you have your build monument. So in reverse devotion order, resolve each build monument card. Do you want to talk how the reverse devotion order works?
Yeah, sure. You can kind of see in your corner of the screen on the, can you point it with your little mouse?
Yes, I can point it with my little mouse.
Our little stack of,
Yes.
of chips there. You can see burnt orange on the bottom, and then orange in the middle, and then green on top. And so right now, if the game were to end for whatever reason, or we just went home, green would win.
Okay.
Because actually, technically we're in the red, so we'd all just die, and no one would remember our names.
Yeah.
But the top of the stack is where you want to be.
Okay.
Just like in life.
So you build your monuments based off that.
Yep.
And
in
then,
reverse of that.
Yes, in the reverse of that, and then your resolve plague. So if anyone had chosen a plague card during their select reveal cards, the plague cards would then be played, and then which.
Yeah, I'll just you
Okay. So then you have your monument majority. So in that combat zone, whoever owns the most of that monument would then get the monument majority.
Yep.
So in reverse devotion order, players gain 1 devotion for each type of monument majority they have. And of course, the devotions are over here. So you would go up a devotion if you have the monument majority. And then you have your battle resolution. So the player with the most strength wins and gains 1 devotion and kills all enemy figures. If tied, everyone loses. Kill all figures. Your deities do not die.
Never die. Yep. And that's a really interesting. Like, this game, maybe more than any other that we've played, has that stress of being eliminated. Right? Like,
Yeah.
wouldn't you say? Like, I've never felt more stress of being on the red part of that track.
Yeah.
Because we should mention, can you take your little mouse and click over here?
So
If you
right
are
at the
in
spot.
if you're in the red, so, the merge happens at this one,
Mm-hmm.
but the elimination happens at the end of that battle. And so if you're in the red at the end of that battle, at the end of the 4th battle, you just die. You're just
like you're just
you've
out.
forgotten
Yeah.
to time.
Yeah, you're removed.
And it's really funny because the way I'm fidgeting with these cards is the same way I'm fidgeting with those cards. Because I'm a weirdo. You can tell it's the same person, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Continuity.
Yeah.
It's important.
It really is important.
It's not a fake. I don't have a body double.
No.
for-
Like
We don't pay.
that is pretty expensive, you know. Like we out here. So I do want to emphasize that.
We're in battle phase right now.
We're
missing-
just entered.
We're just
Okay,
entered battle phase.
yes.
So I'm gonna put my headphones on and I'm gonna go back into the matrix. and I'm
Probably
gonna-
why you're fidgeting with the cards because you're going into the battle phase.
That's probably why.
wow. Oh, and we're able to see over your shoulder just like it's poker.
Oh wow. Like we planned this. So I am in. I'll break this down for you.
Okay, yeah.
This is like what we planned. We're fighting in 1, so you can kind of see that
Okay.
we're fighting in the Delta area. It's all 3 of us in the battle, and I am deciding right now what I'm gonna choose, and I forget what I chose. I probably, if I had to guess, I'm probably gonna build a monument. I'm probably gonna sacrifice 3 followers and build a monument because
So that you can get your monument majority.
so I can get monument majority.
Are you allowed to build a pyramid?
Yep, I can build a pyramid.
Okay.
Yep.
So the old age, you just spawn with no pyramids, but you could
Yeah.
build a pyramid.
I knew it. If you
Oh,
saw what I
right.
picked, I did
But
pick.
we
I
just
did
built a
pick-
monument.
I-
Okay. And we're bringing the coffee into the area.
yeah. Oh, you can kind of see there's a Chemex on the right side of the.
Yes.
We'll do a refill.
Mm-hmm.
Coffee is pretty important.
Do you want to give a plug real quick
No,
to the other channel?
I don't,
okay.
I
okay.
don't want it.
Okay.
Oh, to the other channel.
To
We'll
the
talk.
other channel.
We'll talk about the other
Yes,
channel
okay.
if you want it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Because there's a lot of coffee in the other channel.
Is
And- yeah.
That's-
That's kind of like the premise of. What is the other channel's name? Well, let's just go for it.
Sun 2 and Sun 3.
Yeah, Sun 2 and Sun 3. And there's a whole lot of coffee and a whole lot of coffee making in there.
There is.
And if you want to learn how to make coffee, that might be a good place to start, right?
That's true. I do. I don't have enough coffee to say like this is where you should start. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just me messing
Mhm.
around with coffee.
But it's helped me in my coffee
Oh.
journey. And
Has it?
yeah.
Oh.
But and our entire friend group has now adopted the different styles of coffee creating.
They have a little bit.
Okay.
So you can see how I've picked my card. I'm going to build a monument.
Okay. Zach is
doing-
chosen as well.
Zach
or?
is doing something cool, and then Gabby is still picking. What we forgot to clarify was, as you play a battle card, you cannot replay that battle card until you play the cycle of Matat.
Yes.
And so your cards are going to lay on the table face up until you get them back.
Yes. And because they're laid face up, then your opponent then knows what you've already played, and then you can potentially predict what they're going to be playing and counter.
Exactly. We've all picked. I picked the build monument. Gabby actually also picked to build monument,
Okay.
and Zach did something with he did this one. I think he did flood,
Okay.
where
He gains followers by being in the green.
he gets followers for being in the green and they don't die, which
Okay.
is important
Yes.
because he really kind of he held up in the delta.
Okay. Wow. So,
So
as predicted, dropped out a pyramid.
I did a pyramid. I was really the first. Maybe I built the Great Pyramid. Maybe that's what
okay.
that one
Wow.
was.
Yeah.
Historically accurate, right by the Nile.
Yes. Which then successfully gives you, assuming no one else built any monuments, that gives you 2, which you literally just pointed at actually. So now you're gonna have monument majority for 2 things, right?
I do, but Gabby is also building.
Oh wow.
So she could have taken away one of my monument majorities, or she could have taken monument majority for herself because she
Yes.
was tied with temples with
Mhm.
Zach, and so she decided to just gain the temple point, if that makes sense.
Yes.
The other cool power that this guy had that they just reminded me of was whenever after an opponent builds a monument, they must give me 1 follower.
Wow.
So I do have this kind of passive income of followers
Okay. So you're just bringing in as they bring. Okay.
throughout the game, yeah. And so we're doing scores right now, and I'm gonna let you know I'm not much of a winning the battle kind of guy. I'm much more of a getting
the monument and stopping the opponent.
Oh,
you
yeah.
do enjoy the.
Andrew's a little bit sad.
Oh yes.
We didn't record that game, but it was brutal.
Yes, it's a brutal first learning experience. Okay, so now we're in location 2, right?
Now we're in location 2. It
And-
is just it's all 3 of us again. We're all fighting. And that's the other thing I really focus on is being in the battle. I think that's the biggest
I think it's a really
thing.
power play. Yeah.
is like I want to be in as many places, even if I just have the one in the, which honestly this one guy here in position 3 was a huge mistake because it gave Gabby all of the points, but
Gotcha.
spreading out in probably a smarter way than I did, but just being in the battle gives you a chance to get points at least.
Okay.
So you can see after battle 1. Oh, I even showed you. So I'm just literally monument, cycle of Matt, and I'll probably play monument again for 3.
Wow. Bold. Yeah, I never even thought of that. I was always focused on trying to cycle through all my cards, and then
Yeah.
I would the cycle of Matt.
Oh.
But that's clever that you just try to cycle the same 3 if you can, especially if you're fighting in 3. Do you feel like that worked for you or no?
Yes and no. In this specific situation, we'll see what they played. But Zach built a monument. She played her +3.
Okay.
And I cycled. So could I have won? I had 2 strength in there. Her +3. I guess I could have played my +3 and guaranteed my victory.
Yeah.
But the cycling of the mat lets me build my monument in the next place.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm torn. I don't know. I don't know what I would do.
A little bit of freeze action here. But you still hear them.
I still hear this.
So maybe I'm going to skip ahead due to our freeze.
Hey, we're back.
Awesome. Does he have a little bear on his chest?
He does have a little bear. It's quite a big bear, but
Okay.
it's an endearing bear.
Okay, got you.
I think we're probably fighting in. Yeah, we're fighting in 3 at this point
Okay.
because Okay, so we're seeing me build a monument,
Okay.
and then you'll see how many points Gabby gets because she picked the best card for her, which was your devotion reward for winning this battle is increased for 1 for each figure in
Wow.
the desert. Yeah.
So that's what you had prefaced with. I allowed her to get all the points.
Yes, if I would have not been in there, she would have just dominated the region and maybe gotten 2 points.
Yes.
As it is, I think she got like 4 or 5 out of this.
Because she was able to play the drought.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. So if you would have played that +3, you then would have eliminated. But we thought we wouldn't be able to handle her. Was that the thought process?
It almost never occurs to me to play the +3.
Okay.
You know, it's almost like I want to get my. I almost want to get my monuments out there in the first couple.
Okay.
So I don't know. It just hasn't even really occurred to me to like, hey, maybe I should try to win this battle.
Yeah.
Especially because it is 1 devotion.
Yeah.
You know, if winning the battle gave you more than that at a base, and there's upgrades. We haven't even. Oh, you saw how many points she just got. She got.
Yeah,
like,
she just boomed forward.
Yeah.
Which at this point, I'm sure y'all are about to realize we're going to give the crocodile to Zach. And he's going to keep it forever. Right?
Oh yeah, Zach's actually like, give me that crocodile right
now. Literally right now. Wow.
Oh,
okay.
You can't see his hand because we're over his little finger.
Yeah, his finger's literally going, and he just did it for like 30 seconds straight. Like he did the, hey, can I get that?
Yeah.
Please, can I get that? That's funny. That is hilarious.
So we've seen 2 of the 3 different kinds of events.
Okay.
The third kind of event is about to happen, which is the Chamels.
Which really do impact the gameplay.
Huge impact. So
if you play it well, that is.
If you play it well, or even if you don't play it well, I'm just going to put these.
So is he able to place the portals down wherever he wants across the map?
He
I
places.
here.
Yes. If you look on the little sheet I brought, where does it say he can place those undead?
So if you lose a battle, you may place or move 1 underworld token into any empty non-water space in that region.
Yeah. So that's a good question because he very astutely was like, I would like to be able to pop a guy back up next to my 2 monuments.
Yeah.
Because then when you summon, what do?
Because when you summon figures action, you may summon 1 extra figure in the 1 underworld space. Wow. Okay.
So he's able to place 1 out and then pop up another guy right there.
That's clever.
Which gives him, that's great for for gaining followers.
Yeah.
Because you have 1 guy doing double duty for you. And other things. So we're doing camels right now. So caravan of camels. Apparently, have you ever seen a camel?
A camel?
Yeah.
Like in person?
Yeah.
Yes, they're huge.
They're huge.
Throw a person and your gear up on them.
Have you seen a caravan of camels?
No, I've never seen a caravan of camels in person.
I've never seen a caravan.
I've seen photos.
Well, you didn't know this probably, but a caravan of camels is an impenetrable wall.
Oh,
that
wow.
you cannot get through.
Okay.
So in this game, you can see me placing a caravan of camels, and really you're just dividing up the land. And so I'm making we start with 3 regions.
Okay.
Now there's a 4th region. I can swap the tokens and kind of affect battle order. But my thought here was...
And you got this because you engaged the...
Yep, I pushed us forward onto the...
And so something I've noticed, the amount that we need for...
Oh, that's good. That's a good point.
Has changed due to the lack thereof people.
Of
right?
players, yes. So, show them that because this
So
is...
it's a faster gameplay then?
It's not faster. It's about the same, because like with 5 players, everyone's on here.
Yeah.
And 4, 3, and 2.
So you guys were starting here.
And
Okay.
it feels faster, but I don't know if it is or not.
Okay.
It's like, because it's just less turns.
I agree.
You have 2 less turns each, like going from 3 to 5.
Yep.
You're having 2 less turns a pop. I put my camels up, and I was like, where can I box myself in, essentially, and each side that you make has to have at least 6 hexes.
Okay.
And so, and you can see Zach here summoning one guy. And
So
then
crazy that he can double spawn.
The double spawn is important.
Osiris, the god of dead.
The god of the yeah. I wanted to kind of cut myself out a little slice of the delta, frankly, and
Okay.
I was like, I know I get 2 points. I was thinking this. I was thinking, if I dominate that region, I get 1 point for dominating
Yep.
and 2 points for monument majority.
Yes.
So that's pretty good. Or if I win, if I have a battle in that region and lose, I still get 2 points for monument majority.
Yeah.
So
Were you thinking of trying to like throw in a temple in that location as well, or like?
I don't know if I ever did that.
But that would have required someone to come in for combat, so you could have built, because you couldn't play the card without.
That's
yeah.
correct.
Okay.
That is correct, and I forget where. I know at some point they let me dominate that region.
Okay.
Uncontested. You can see Zach here has gotten at least one guardian.
Okay.
And if you want to point out the guardian on the screen, he does that by unlocking his Ankh power.
Okay.
So he has his first and second Ankh power unlocked. Gabby has her first. I have none. And
Okay.
so I'm feeling.
But you don't really like to play on Power 8, it seems.
So
Because you won last time we played, and you didn't on Power majority of the way.
I didn't Ankh power the majority of the way. I think you need to have at least one of the level 3 Ankhs unlocked.
Okay.
Just I think you need to.
Okay.
I don't think there's a way to get out of the red even if you're not doing one of those.
Yeah, because there's some clutchy stuff in the third.
You were gonna have me not bring this over, Andrew. You were like, I can look this up on the internet.
Well, life's so finicky like that, Richie. So bountiful.
Bountiful is so good.
While in the red, devotion section, each time you gain devotion, gain 1 extra. So essentially, you can just boom your way back out of the red zone. Without that, I would have. So last time we had played, me and one of our good friends, Seth, we were forced into a merge.
A merge.
Non-consenting merge. I wanted nothing to do with it, but it did. I think it saved us because if we wouldn't have merged, we both would have died in the red, all sad.
Like,
So I don't think either of us would have been able to clutch it out because I didn't have the Ankh powers to the 3, but he did, and that gave us the opportunity to make it out.
very cool.
So just by the skin of our teeth.
You'll see. So yeah, you'll see me. Oh, and I just took. It looks like I just took an Ankh power. You'll see me trying to catch up to the team because if with a 2-player game, you only have 2 of each kind of guardian.
Okay.
And so someone's going to unlock an Ankh power and not get a guardian.
Yeah.
And I didn't want that to be me. I believe I think I did get the level 1 guardian.
Okay.
But like I said, we played it wrong, I think, where
Yeah.
you kind of didn't we didn't play it. I was very confused by higher in the combat order.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe it's not that. I'm sorry, maybe it's not that hard of a rule. Maybe I was just overthinking it. Okay, so we're in our first. I think Zach's having me move. Zach's having me move his guys, and he's definitely doing a full scale invasion of area number 3.
But then it's just gonna give her the same opportunity to drought if she thought that level.
Yes, if she were to win, but she has to win is the thing.
Yes.
So it's not as easy as. Oh wow! And he just
Okay.
So he pops out big alligator guy. Now she's not thinking she's gonna win
Yeah.
because he has a total of 5 strength in there.
Mm-hmm.
Which I have to say, there are certain games that have such a large scale of like, I have 17 strength and you have 57.
Yeah.
This is like 1 to 5 strength, like it's
Yeah.
not huge big power plays. Even, I mean, obviously we can talk about Blood Rage and stuff
Mm-hmm.
as part of this trilogy, but he's deciding to swap. Instead of putting a warrior out, he wants to put that cool guardian out, which makes sense.
But he did just place her out into 2 the power play with her would have been spawning her in 1 so that she could fight in 1, 2, 3, right?
Yes. If two things, he put her on the gateway to the underworld, so he had to put her on the gateway to the underworld. He could have just spawned her normally in 1 and then put
Yes.
a warrior on the gateway to the underworld.
That's probably how I would have played it because now he can only cycle to 3, right?
He can only well, actually he can go to 3 and 4.
Oh, okay. So 4 is the new location that you have chosen.
Yes.
Okay.
Which like I said, that would have been a real game changer. But we were playing it wrong. So really, we were just playing where he can go from 2 to 1.
Okay.
Which is kind of lame. So
Yeah.
So my bad. If you want to skip us forward until we're about to go into our next battle, we'll kind of see where we wind up.
So we're sitting right here.
Yep.
All right, so we had just done a taking a temple action,
Yep,
right?
and you can see also on the progress track, we're about to have 2 events.
Okay.
Like, you see where I'm talking?
Yes,
Yeah.
right here.
So like right there, we're
Gonna go right into combat here in a moment.
essentially we could have people stall it out, you know.
And seems like it got stalled out.
I don't know what happened, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
But
Oh, maybe.
weren't we supposed to go here?
I think someone had taken a move back to where they weren't
Got
moving. So maybe that's where.
The retroactive.
This game is so like it matters what order. And the other thing we didn't mention. There's a lot we didn't mention. You have to take the actions in order. You can't Ankh, for example, and then take an action above.
Yes.
So you have to take kind of the actions from top to bottom. So maybe you don't want to. Maybe you don't want to do it that way. All right, let's skip to the.
Okay. Going into combat phase.
And the other thing is you get the cool tiebreaker token if you are in the combat.
Dang, y'all stalled out the combat for quite a bit.
We did probably do that.
Okay.
Oh, now we're in combat. Who got the token? I think Zach. I think you can just see, and you won't be able to see it, but you can just see Zach have the tiebreaker.
Yes, right here.
And it looks like we're fighting in 1.
Okay.
Which I wasn't a fan of because I don't think I was fighting.
Well, isn't this one right here?
Yes.
And isn't he alone in there? So he would have dominated.
I don't know. Maybe we're in 2 already.
Okay.
Oh, we're already in 2.
Yes, because you're in there. But
Oh, that's 4. 2
okay,
is
two's right
though.
here.
Yeah. So I cycled because that's all I do apparently. Oh, I'm gonna put these on. How about that? I can actually hear what's going on.
That'd be a great idea.
So I was kind of stuck in this literal cycle of Matat.
Yes.
Where I was just like, I want to build as much stuff as I can, and kind of go from there. She has 2 radiated figures in there.
So if she wins that combat, it was going to be a really big deal for her. Which she did.
Which she did. She
Okay.
got 3. Yeah, so she actually played the Fertile Green,
Okay.
the Flood.
Yes.
So she got a couple of followers, and she didn't die.
Wow. And she won the combat.
And she got 3 points. So a pretty cool
Big play.
power. I mean, you can see at this point, Zach and I we're 1 battle away from merging, and we're pretty like. It wasn't in my mind at the time, but looking, I'm like, okay, like him and I were clearly going to be the 2 to merge.
Yeah.
Because we just weren't generating the points that we needed to.
There's definitely a lot of things I will do differently next time I play Ankh. And
Maybe that's why we're doing this. Maybe we're just, maybe we're talking about these board games to make us better. At board games.
I think that's kind of the entire intention of the channel is like we're just trying to get better because then we produce better content. So and quality gameplay that entices everybody to have fun.
That's
That
beautiful.
got deep.
We're in 3 now.
Okay.
5 strength for green. Pretty scary. She has a radiated figure,
And
which
then
can gain
you're
her
rolling
points.
deep with 2.
I have 2, and I don't really care. Like I said, I don't really care about combat. I might build Monument again.
So it doesn't look like his his cards. He doesn't have any cards out right now. So was he hiding his cards the whole time?
I don't think so. And his cards are kind of hidden underneath ourselves right now.
Yo, I don't even see him myself as far as.
Oh no, they're not out. I think he just played cycle of something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because.
And as you can see, I went back to my standby of popping at a monument.
Yes. Which stinks though, because you just paid essentially 2 warriors for a monument.
That's true. That's a good way to look at that. I was not looking at it that way. I was looking at it like, how do I get 2 points?
Mm-hmm.
Because I could have played my +3, but he still would have won.
Yes. What do you have though?
Because he's at 5 and I'd be at 5, and he has the tiebreaker token.
At least, oh yeah, that is true. But I also thought it says battle resolution. The player with the most devotion gains 1 devotion, kills all enemy figures. If tied, everyone loses. Kill all figures.
Yes, except
That's
you can
if
use
you
that.
don't have a tiebreaker token.
You have a one-time. If you trigger the combat, you get a one-time
Got
tiebreaker
it.
token.
Yeah.
So yeah, if he would have used that in combat 1 or 2, he wouldn't have been able to use it this time.
Yeah.
But I knew he had that. So maybe I was just thinking, or maybe I should have played the flood, and kept them safe. They were on green.
Yeah.
So I could have gained 2 followers. And
Yeah.
oh, I think someone played a plague. I think she played a plague. So, which was a good move for her because she had the most followers, and so she's able to kill all of his stuff. And so we are bidding followers right now. Every follower you bid, you lose. But if you bid the most followers, your people don't die. And so I think I bid nothing because I didn't care.
And if you plague, you don't have to pay into the combat, right?
No, you do.
Okay. I just didn't. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so she put everything in there.
Wow.
Just to guarantee it. And so she wins again.
Which
she
she
gets
has
another,
a radiant. Wow.
Yeah, she has another radiated figure.
She's really saucing this whole way so far. Like, had she played this before, or is she just picking it up like amazingly?
I think we played once before.
Okay.
I think we played once.
There are some players that like you bring them into a game and they're like they totally accidentally shark you. Like they don't intend to. They don't know how to play the game, and then they just end up saucing, and they're like, "Hey man, like how's this going on here?"
I agree. I think that I love to see it. We're a little frozen.
Which I think that comes into the play of like how we record on Twitch. Depending on how the internet impacts it, it impacts our video.
Interesting. Well,
Yeah.
we're not missing much if we could just fast
So
forward.
tapping forward. Okay. So
I don't think we've even.
we just did 3.
Oh, we just did 3. I
then-
got some points from
4.
dominating in 4.
Yep.
I got my 3 points. Zach got his. So we all got points. I think obviously orange made out a fair bit better. Oh, I thought I was underneath green. I'm actually 2 points ahead of green.
Mm-hmm.
And now Gabby's deciding, is she going to just go right into camel by taking the move action?
Okay.
Or is she going to gain followers, which gets her, I think, maybe 5 or 6 followers. So that's a pretty big move.
So they can't hear, but Zach sounds extremely excited, or someone sounded extremely excited. Was that you?
She decided to change what she was doing,
Okay.
which was totally fine. Oh, excuse me.
Yes, we're both getting the messages.
We're so popular.
Yeah, honestly though, isn't it? It's great. It's great life. So much responsibility.
Okay, we are going to camel. So let's fast forward. Let's maybe I move. Actually, I'm going to camel right now. So let's just see where we.
Ooh. So you pop into the camel.
I had to camel. Can you? Oh, you know what I did? I took it back, Andrew.
Wow.
I'm gonna summon.
And it restarts the battle.
That would be. I did. I summoned figures. and I
Wow.
I cower. I chickened out because
Okay.
I didn't see where I could
You-
pen myself in.
Yeah, where
maybe
you
I
could
could
use camel.
maybe
though.
I could have cameled myself into where my temples were.
Yeah.
I should have. Maybe I should have.
Which, oh, you could have done something cool. Since you have your movement action and you would have lost on the movement action, you could have potentially, ran a troop into a location alone and then cameled himself in. Right?
Yes, but I think looking at it now, me just making this my own little peninsula here
Yeah.
would have been best. You want to show them where I'm talking with my
Yeah.
with my two temples and my pyramid?
Yeah. You were going to cut off here and you were going
Yeah.
to keep this location. And that's your troop right here, right?
It's my troop that I put out by summoning.
Wow.
I've had no one in there.
Yeah.
But I should have been able to put people in there.
Yeah.
All right,
But
let's-
you could have ran your leader in there, though.
I could have,
Because you had the movement action.
yeah, and I mean,
Hindsight 2020.
yeah. Let's fast forward to see who actually did camel and where.
Oh, let's go here.
Oh, no one's.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah,
still
Zach-
deciding camel for
Zach, I think, is picking camel. So let's see where he is.
Okay. No camels have appeared yet.
Okay.
So long decision making process. Oh wow, he cameled.
He did. I remember this now.
That's really clever on him because he has that place on lock. So
He
wow.
does. He has the gateway, and
Mhm.
he essentially just was like, "You're no longer in here,"
Wow.
and penned me in there with his big alligator.
With the
actually,
alligator and combat with
with two radiated
orange.
raw
Yeah.
flames.
Which now kind of would pressure your hand to potentially. Well, actually, you don't need to leave that location because he won't die.
Yeah, my
So,
god won't die, but
That's cool.
it was. I think that was a really good.
Really power play.
Yeah. Someone at this point asked about. Actually, we had someone chat to us.
Oh yeah.
And
Which you had told me about that. That was exciting.
It was exciting.
We appreciate that when people actually participate in the streams.
yes, they asked if if this was the base game, essentially,
yeah.
and I'm actually going to do a video about the Tomes of Wonder, and that's really the only expansion or Kickstarter exclusive stuff we have besides the mat. And so I'm going to do a comparison of what you get in the base game versus what you get with the Tome of Wonder.
Yeah.
So
That was you.
that was me.
Yeah.
That was not my body double.
Yeah, a little cameo.
All right, let's fast forward us to
Where are we going? So there's going to be two buildings.
two more monuments. The Mighty Scarab is what Zach decided to call the beetle.
The Mighty Scarab.
which is such a better name.
Yeah, that is so much a better name. Okay, so we went into a pick. Who picked the monument? Do you remember at this point? So we cameled and then the monument got picked?
Yep, I believe Gabby.
Okay, we picked the monument right here?
Yep.
Okay. So,
So yeah, let's go to our next. Really, let's go to the
combat or the merge?
the combat, and then the merge at the end of the combat. That's what's
Okay.
really
So
spicy.
another monument got picked. That should be all monuments are picked now, right?
Sorry?
So all monuments have been picked now? Which yeah, I believe so, because this one is owned by her.
Yeah.
These are all
Yeah. So
slapped
if
up.
you take another one, you're gonna get to take it.
Awesome. So, still trying to break our way into combat.
Yep. And it kind of ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
You can kind of see how.
And these are all flowing pretty slowly now,
Yeah.
because we're back in line.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
showing off the mighty
that really
Scarab.
does look so good. The way they did the miniatures are really impressive.
Which
Honestly,
we
the whole
might
game is
be-
pretty impressive.
Which the mighty Scarab might be a Kickstarter.
Oh,
Might
really?
be
Okay.
might be part of the tomes, which you'll find out when I do a video on the differences. We're in battle phase.
Okay.
We're deep into battle phase. I actually initiated battle. I have the tiebreaker there in front of me.
which you're probably not going to use though because you don't like
I
combat.
don't like to win combat, that's for sure. Let's see, we're gonna fight in 1 first, which
And
is the top of the delta.
you're probably worried at this point because that's the merge time, and you're still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slotted behind orange, right?
I'm 6 behind. Yeah,
Well,
yeah. Okay,
including-
yeah. But
including
show
top
them what
layer.
you're. Show them what
Okay,
you're looking.
so
You're looking at the scores.
so right here, looking at the devotion that he would
Yeah.
need, he would have to have 6 to be able to top to her. So yeah, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, topping over to her to avoid the merge, and then she would have merged with Zach, if you could pull that off, right?
Yeah.
But it's looking like Gabby is in a really good position right now to sprint forward.
Right, and something we didn't mention is if you ever get to the very tippy top of that devotion track, you just win, regardless of anything else.
Oh yes, if you make it here,
Yes.
yeah, instant
So-
win. All other deities are forgotten.
Just like in real life. Something happened in 1. I was not in combat there.
Okay.
And then 2 is going to happen.
Okay.
Let's see where they're actually fighting, because I don't know where 1 is. I think 1 might be in this top here. And now Zach dominates battle number 2 with 3 points,
Wow.
which is pretty.
Which is a huge win
Mhm.
because now he overtakes you, right?
Actually,
so-
he has Bountiful unlocked, as he pointed out
Wow.
to me, so he gets 4 points.
Okay. So this is how you get absorbed to him potentially.
Potentially.
Okay.
We'll see. Andrew.
Okay. So.
So 2 has happened, and now 3. We're all fighting in 3. You
Good.
can see my build monument cards out.
Yep.
Zach has 2 out. I'm not sure what Gabby has out. So I don't know. I wish I was more intentional about showing you my hand. I guess I can do better at that. But like if we're playing like a POV.
Mhm.
But
Which I
I
really
might-
like this angle that we have, by the way.
Oh,
I
thank
think
you.
this is our best angle because it's super clear, super like direct, and the fact of like how we're doing it now of like they still get to see us talking and doing a recap.
I mean, that's the most important part.
I
I don't like that we're inverted, but other than that,
Oh,
you're seeing a mirrored
backwards.
image of my face.
Yeah.
And I'm much more handsome if you flip. I don't know what I'm going to play here. I might play Cycle again,
Okay.
which would be super lame of me, and I don't think I would do it, but I might. Do
I hope you don't cycle here.
Oh, I was excited. Oh, maybe I will show you what I'm thinking.
wow. Pat
I
Frisch's really.
actually I have onked twice at this point.
Okay.
And I have that's why I was so excited about the Mighty Scarab, and I do have it. So I'm really looking forward to gaining that last Ankh, which gets you another
In that
guardian.
emergency run,
And Zach, you can see already has
the
his
Mighty Scarab and the Scorpion.
and the Scorpion, so he was crushing it.
Has anyone placed out Mighty Scarab yet?
No, I cycled again. I
Okay.
just didn't.
Dang.
Oh, okay. So we're fighting in 3.
Yep.
I actually unlocked the Temple Attuned.
Okay.
So every temple was worth 2 points.
Wow. Good call. And yeah, because you have. That's a power play.
So I got 3 points or something, and then I got 1 extra point.
So you guys are really battling to see who's going to get absorbed.
We're
now.
really back and forth, because now he gets 2 points, goes on top of me,
Mhm.
and she gets a point for something.
Which, based off how many onks he has, you would want to be absorbed by him for you guys to really pull out a clutch against her. Because that was the best case scenario when I got absorbed into Seth. Because Seth was ahead of me and I was below him. I got absorbed in him, and he had all 3 onks already out, and I had only onked once.
Interesting. Okay.
So it really saved us that he focused on onks, but I didn't.
Okay. I was not thinking about this at all, honestly. I was
Okay.
I was just trying to claw my way ahead. And we'll talk about that at the end. Like,
Mhm.
what is when you get to this point, what is
The play.
the play? We're fighting in 4. It's
Okay.
just one of Gabby's guys and one of my guys up there in the slice of heaven that I carved out for myself, in the
Mhm.
Delta. It's a slice of heaven that's being overshadowed by a huge god and an even bigger alligator. But they're not in our land yet, so
Yes.
they're cut off by a little stream. I play what? I play a +3.
Oh, caught me off guard.
I played the +3. I think I was thinking I could win it.
Yeah.
You know, like I had the tiebreaker. I think I saw what she had played or whatever, and she decides to build a temple.
Okay.
And so Orange gets monument majority. She's in the blue. She's safe.
Mhm.
And then I get 3 points for. I don't even know if I gave myself. Can you rewind that?
Okay.
Just a little bit? Like a minute. Alright, yeah, just let this play because I might have not given myself monument majority. Because you see I'm right underneath Zach.
It's crazy how small things like that can really hurt us in a board game.
I don't think it's going to matter at all, as you will see, but it's interesting. So she is building a temple there, and which I'm grateful for because it doesn't take away a point from me. So I'm giving Orange 1 point for. Oh no, that's my 2 for the monument majority. Okay.
Awesome.
And
But did you win the combat as well?
I did win the combat because I had a +3 and she had not a +3. And so I killed a Radiant follower, which honestly felt pretty good. So you can see I'm 4 away from saving myself. But if I merge with Zach, I get pushed down the track.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm not in battle 5. Oh no, I'm in battle 5. I'm in with the alligator.
Okay.
And so we'll see what I play there. Now all 3 of us are in this battle number 5.
Hi.
Hi.
Um.
I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know what
Okay.
I'm thinking here. I'm not even really concerned about merging with Zach. I'm more concerned about going up the track. So
Okay.
we'll see how it works out. I might have built a monument, or I might have been out of people. You know, it just depends.
What's your guess? Whoa. What do you think you did?
What do I think I did? I think I built a monument.
Okay. Yeah, because I definitely and there we go. I think definitely in the future, like I'm going to like be aware of if I'm going to have to merge with somebody, and if I am, I'm going to build myself in a way that the merge is going to work best for me. Like say if I knew I was going to merge with Zach, then I would just do whatever I can to essentially injure the person that's going to be our enemy.
Yeah.
I think that's how I play that because you're going to lose your monuments if you merge into him.
You do, yes, and I think that's what saved us, because you'll see. So I built a monument. I built maybe I chose a temple, but I think I might have taken that back. How do you feel about when someone do you feel like when someone's taken their hand off of a piece that they can't take it back?
Yeah, I agree with that sentiment. I, however, feel like it has to be decided by the entire team at the very beginning, and because I've definitely seen times where like some people will just accept their fate and be like, I'm gonna be kind and I'm going to follow our rule and I'm going to just take the L here, and I took my hand off it and sucks to suck. But then other people will be more abrasive about it and be like, come on, please. So I feel like we have to emphasize it at the beginning, like, hey, once you release your hand from it, there's no going back.
Right, and I think our game group is pretty, because you saw just there, like I put a temple out, and I was like, no, I don't really want a temple out. I want to put a pyramid out.
But your hand was still on it, right?
No, I took my
Okay.
I took my hand off it, but I think it's not really like the taking the hand off it. It's more the
Moving beyond the turn.
Yeah, has anyone made a decision based on what I did?
Yeah,
Which
I
would,
see that.
Which will kind of
Yeah.
be like, oh, I built a temple,
Because you
and Zach was like, if Zach would have done the same thing and been like, I'm going to build a temple too.
Yeah.
That would be, I would feel much worse about like, oh, I'm going to build a pyramid now.
Yeah.
You know, like.
And I think if that's a sentiment that you enjoy, then I feel like that then also needs to be stated at the beginning of the game, like, essentially, like, how will we, like,
Fix.
yeah, how will we treat retroactiveness? Like, do we want it to be once you release your hand off, or is it if this impacts someone's decision? Like, and I've been thinking about that way for Twilight Imperium, because we are on our second. We're going to be playing it for our second time,
Yep.
and I was trying to think ahead of like how would we handle that, because there was a lot of retroactiveness because none of us knew what we were doing.
That's true. That's a good point.
So
having that conversation before a 16-hour game.
Yes.
Which I know you guys can play it in 3, but we cannot. We've missed a couple things. So we've plagued. Someone plagued. I don't know who did. Probably Gabby, because I don't even know what the plague is. We went in 5, and so now Zach and I are going to merge.
Okay.
You see the point where I realize, I go down this track quite a bit. Because I'm merging with the lower person. We're not going to go through as they talk about it. I will talk about it with you, and they do a pretty good job of telling you how to merge.
Okay.
You clear the lower god. You destroy all the monuments, remove the figures, battle cards, pool of Ankh tokens, and the higher god gains the lower god's followers and guardians. So that's kind of the first thing.
Yeah.
We might have played this wrong.
Okay.
Because I gained a crab. I gained a scorpion.
Yes.
From Zach, but I don't have the scorpion unlocked. So would you say that you're supposed to? Zach should have just given up the guardian, or does Zach still have the scorpion?
Until you unlock the Anking?
No, like, do I get Zach's scorpion? Should I have gotten Zach's scorpion, or should I not have? In this case.
I feel like that's hard because the verbiage specifically says, and you gain whatever.
The lower god's followers and guardians.
Yes.
Which
I think
two things. Two things here. Zach had just bid all of his followers, and you can kind of see him taking off his temples and stuff. Zach had just bid all of his followers on a plague and then lost them.
Okay.
And I could have gotten his followers.
Yeah.
And so I made a comment about like, maybe we should have talked about this before you bid all of your followers, because Gabby had way more than he did. So just one of those things where
if you think you're going to get absorbed,
maybe
like I think the game needs to totally change. Once you think that you can't get any further, I think you need to start preparing yourself for it's you and I versus them.
Yeah.
Especially with the emphasis on like the extinction ability of like once if you're not here by the end of this phase, we die. Like I think that's a really important thing to start adding in for ourselves.
Yeah. So that's the first thing. You can kind of see me going through the rules because I wasn't super clear on it, so I didn't want to mess anything up. You attach the lower god's color base to the higher god's figure.
Which
you can
we have this
see-
epic
Sure.
bad boy.
It's just such a silly thing, but
I
it's
like
so,
it.
It's
I
so
like it a
cool.
lot.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
cool.
Um,
So that is part of the Kickstarter exclusive Tomb of Wonders thing. It came in that box, and I put my god on it, and then I put Zach's color on the base of it.
Yes.
In just the most like kind of pointless thing, but it's fun. Devotion. Place the higher god's Ankh token on the lower god's token on the devotion track. So I lose. I think I might have lost like 4 points there. The lower god adjusts their Ankh powers to match that of the higher god. So Zach loses essentially his Ankh power that he had. You can see him matching me right now. And then both players controlling the merged god share the pool of followers and tokens. So now we're kind of together in that. And then for the remainder of the game, each player controls the merged gods on their turn. By taking one action only, decisions during conflict are made by both players. If there's a disagreement, the higher god kind of decides.
Okay.
I get Zach's ability, and he gets mine. So I get his cool ability, and he gets mine. And the other cool thing is that we can take the same action twice.
Okay.
We only get one action on our turn, but we get the same action twice. And so you can see this with, I think I initiated the combat.
Okay.
And so Zach's about to go. And Zach, we have these bottom two unlocks, which if you, the one that really was amazing was Pyramid. So what is Pyramid say?
Pyramid Attune. Summon figures action may summon one extra figure adjacent to each of your pyramids.
So that is allowing us to get a bunch of stuff because it's essentially two extra people.
Would you also be able to play that along with the power of Osiris?
Yes,
spawning another
and
figure.
We get another figure on the
Wow,
on
so
the
you could
gate.
spawn 3 out essentially. Crazy.
Which I think I have another pyramid somewhere that's hiding. And we'll
Well,
see
so
that.
you have a pyramid here and you have a pyramid here, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
And I thought we had one somewhere else. But yeah, we're gonna summon. And yeah, we're talking through this exact thing. Is we're putting people out next to pyramids, and then yeah, she's just asking a clarifying question. I can also put the big dragon out.
Okay.
Zach is putting his figure on the board, and I think I remind him that it actually is just supposed to be the burnt orange figures. So I think we do fix that.
So do you want to skip to next combat or?
Let's see. So we're putting a bunch of figures on the board right now. Yeah, we can. I almost want to give them the audio, but that's fine. We don't need their audio just yet. I replaced Zach's figure,
Okay.
and then we put one on the. Probably we're gonna put one on 2, and we're gonna put the.
And you're trying to have the scorpion destroy her temple.
That's a good point. So yes, the scorpion is trying to destroy her temple with his big claws. And so we're able to put out one for each pyramid, which is 2, 3 with the 3 with the big guy, and then 4 for just the natural summon. So that was a lot of people all at once. If you want to skip ahead a little bit, so that was Zach's turn. It's now Gabby's turn. We can skip forward a little bit.
Okay.
And then keep going. Keep going.
Okay. Still in that phase.
And now she, it looks like she summoned figures, so she's trying to put people on the board as well,
Okay.
which clicked us over to a camel's face. So let's see where she's going to put these camels.
Okay. The camels are going to summon here.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Wow. So that cuts off this point, yeah?
Yeah. So now
Wow.
we started
Which
off,
barely follows the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I think it might be at 6.
At the 6, yeah.
So that was a good. So she's trying to just wall herself in,
Yeah.
which is interesting because we have a gateway to the underworld.
Yeah, spawned right. Yeah, like right
So
into her location.
We'll see. All right, let's keep
Yeah.
it skipping.
Which she also could have probably gotten here, right?
She could have there, but she's already dominating, and she has
Yeah.
temple majority. So like
Yeah.
maybe like this bottom part would have been better.
Yeah.
She would have gotten the point. She would have gotten 2 points.
I agree.
So yeah, let's skip forward to. And what did I pick? I think I probably moved.
You went in.
So I moved. Yeah, so I'm moving.
Because you're trying to get the temple pool, yeah?
I know we could. Yes, I think I do try to take her temple from her, but I'm trying to get everyone everywhere.
Okay.
I'm trying to.
Because you always want all the combat zones.
Yes,
Got it.
and I want all of my. And the other thing that's crazy with us is I just moved, and now Zach gets to go, and he's probably gonna summon again.
Okay. Which is honestly like kind of crazy. I'm surprised you don't move him off the portal.
Well, I think we might because
Okay.
I'm asking Zach where he wants to summon,
Okay.
and then we're
And
able to
which then would
coordinate.
trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I
So
like
let's,
it.
Let's jump us forward a little bit.
So.
And he's summoned, and so we're.
Oh, so we didn't move him off.
I don't think we did. I think we let him just
Okay.
dominate that,
Dang. Yeah.
and we just put out a bunch more people. You
Okay.
can see I
Yeah.
almost have no people left.
I wonder how it would have played if you would have marched him into this zone.
Well, remember I have in that zone I have 2 temples, which are 2 apiece,
That's true.
and I have 2 people, so I have 6 in there.
Okay. Yeah.
So actually I have 7 in there.
Yeah, but then I'm meaning if you would have stepped him in here, you could have given a little bit of support, and then you could have still spawned someone else in here.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go forward a little bit more.
I'm wondering if you did pull that,
Oh.
if you do steal her temple. So once again, we're back into that stalling. You
We're
guys
back-
are really good
we're
about
back
the
into the
stalling.
But what Zach just suggested was, should I take an Ankh power
Hmm.
and then
So you guys can get into the fast push, right?
yeah, so if I Ankh and then he Ankhs, 2 things happen.
Okay.
We get the 2 last amazing powers,
Powers, yeah.
and we get and we trigger a monument,
Okay.
which is then taking a monument from her, and I
Yes.
think we do take her temple.
Okay.
So you'll see the 2 we pick. If you want to skip forward a little bit, I think you'll just see Zach do the same. Yeah, Zach took the same thing, and we're just taking
Oh.
control of her temple there
Oh, that's a power play.
to give
Because
us.
now you get 3 points.
Yes.
3 plus 4 because you're gonna dominate.
We're either going to dominate. I think that might be her figure, though,
Oh
right?
no, yours.
No, I think that other one is hers. Or maybe it's ours. Maybe we do
Because
dominate.
these are orange.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
Maybe it's easier to see.
Burnt orange versus.
Oh, it's easier to see on this
orange.
screen, actually, isn't it? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's both of ours. So yeah, we're like, let's take that temple. It's ours, and then let's skip through.
Which it'd be awesome if you can get the next one because you'd still get to pull this one as well.
And I think we might be able to because we are, especially when it's 2 to 1,
Mm-hmm.
we are in control of the tempo of the game at this point because
'Cause
Gabby,
she's
whatever
on
Gabby,
like a back foot.
yeah, kind of. So yeah, let's skip to see what happens next. I think Gabby's probably pretty upset at this point. Okay, so Gabby
Okay.
takes the gain followers. We decide to Ankh.
Okay. Which was the plan of trying to get to Bountiful, right?
Actually, she Ankhed to
Okay.
gain the crab,
Okay.
and that
Which-
allows.
do one of you guys take the gain followers action?
I'm not sure. Let's see.
Okay.
I might not even, because we could just take the move action, the move or the summon.
Looks like.
Oh, so I did gain followers, but then that allowed me to put out the Mighty Scarab.
Okay, awesome. Well, yeah, that's a power play. And then on top of that, you do get to do the pull, right? You get to do the steal.
I get to do the steal.
Okay.
And I can put him next to any monument.
Crazy.
Which...
Yeah, now you guys are kind of like power playing her a bit.
We are a little bit, but we'll see if it's...
Enough?
You'll see if it's enough, because she just has to reach that end point. And
yes.
the next... So let's skip forward until the next... Combat or temple is taken over. So we do move out. Big guy.
Okay.
And then
go for a spawn.
And Zach, I think, is going to spawn, and you'll see I have no people left. We've spawned out.
We have one person left.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And so I think his spawn is just going to be to put one guy on the underworld token.
Which could we technically, like, since you guys are technically one, could you take that and put it underneath one of his?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I gained his guardians.
Okay, I got you.
And so I wasn't able to do. So right now we're feeling pretty good. I put my god to fight their god, and the crab is just going to destroy
this one.
We battle.
And then we also took the tie token.
We took the tie token, and we're just going to pop that guy into probably position number 2.
Wow.
And we have the first and the third Ankhs, which is glorious and bountiful. So we want to win by more than 3 to gain 3 points, and then bountiful, which gains us an extra point. So this battle is where it comes to a head. It all comes down to this. We are in fighting him on first. Let's skip, or let's not skip. Let's just let this play out a little bit. And I'm gonna do this. Why don't we listen to this last bit?
Okay.
And then we can do it. We're gonna turn on your desktop audio, which you should be able to hear now. And
so Zach,
I'm just gonna give this to you, and we're gonna listen.
Okay. Sounds good.
Because I lived this, Andrew.
You did live this.
Make sure the cards are all the same so you can think through it.
Okay, so people are picking their cards for
What do you
combat.
think we
Which
should
ones
do?
did you have any that were you couldn't
it doesn't
do?
matter. It just goes off of these.
Yeah, it goes off of his, so I'm matching his so I can think through what we have.
And you're able to play 2 cards because there were 2
One
people in
first?
that combat zone?
Oh, she
Right.
has.
No, we're playing one card.
Oh. And why did the 2 go out?
Zach's just matching my cards to know.
Okay.
So we're making the same.
Know what he's
decision.
picking?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And I'm the one that's picking. We're just kind of talking to each other.
Okay.
Like, hey, what's going on?
Okay, so we're still deciding here.
And they can hear what we're saying as well.
Yes, they
'cause
can.
I don't.
So people are still deciding.
How many do you have?
I have. This is.
Okay, it looks like someone plagued, and they're going to be. You
How many
guys,
do
you
you
guys are
have
doing your
then?
check.
I have.
Yes.
That would be 20.
And I think I just say I'm going to put out more than you. Like not in
I'm
like
just
a
gonna let
mean
you
way,
know
but
I'm
like
putting
a
out
you don't have to waste your
Okay.
troops.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
Okay.
drop all of them.
Mhm.
For sacrifice. Which might be unsporting of me, but I didn't lie to her. I think it would have been
So
bad looking.
these fellas
I'm putting out
die.
everyone, and then
And then not.
Does
yeah.
that
they
just
all-
like cancel out my
They
thing?
all.
so I kill.
I think they might stay.
Looks like I
'cause
kill
of
her
everything
stuff
else.
Okay.
Just during battle
because I
resolution.
plagued and
Oh.
one
The plague.
Yeah.
Goes, okay, gotcha.
or I plagued and won the bid.
Mhm.
So
She doesn't get her radiant points.
resolve
If you
plague
lose,
done.
yours die
Monument majority.
from the
You get
plague?
1 point.
Or no?
Yeah, they would have died.
Dang.
That would have been bad.
Battle
So,
resolution.
yeah, let this play out. So
Player
she
with the
gets
most
the
strength
1
gains
point
1
for-
devotion, kills all enemies.
monument,
So
right?
by 3 or more.
Which
Yes.
she's already
3
pushed into the
sets
safe
forward.
zone.
She's pushed
So
into the safe zone.
if you guys can't make it, then you're done.
That was huge, enormous.
Oh wow!
Huge
So we got
So then
4,
two at the bottom.
2,
because we
1, 2.
dominated,
Yep.
and we're bountiful.
Why do you guys
Okay.
get two?
And you said
Is it
that was
bountiful?
huge,
Bountiful,
enormous.
so
That
we
was
get
huge,
1
enormous.
for dominating, and then
And now
I'm
we're
talking
fighting.
over
It's the last time we get extra ones too.
Buddy.
Now we're fighting in 3.
We just got points for zone number 2,
Okay.
and now we're in zone number 3. And
Are we
again,
on the same page?
we have 2 points apiece for the temples.
Mm-hmm.
We have huge dragon man.
Does she eventually get the dragon?
No.
Oh no,
Oh.
she cycled.
You guys power play so
Oh, I
fast.
also
Oh no,
got,
she could get the dragon.
Okay.
The dragon. It's a crocodile.
So I get 2 devotion.
Croc a dragon, if you will.
The dragon
Because I
cross.
Oh, because 2 or more figures. So.
Okay.
And then I will choose to do this.
So, I mean,
After each
she
of your
gets points
battles,
for
you may
her
choose to sacrifice 2 for 1 more.
Temples?
So she's pretty darn close, but if she lets her guard
Okay.
down, you guys are gonna take her.
We are monument majority, so we get 4 points.
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then we
So we pushed in
fight,
the safe
so
zone
battle
now.
resolution.
The safe zone.
We gain 3 devotion
It didn't
for winning.
sound like you guys used your bountiful,
because
honestly.
we have 3 instead. We won by 3 or more.
I think you guys were just pushing off of sheer effort there.
Yeah, were we?
Yeah, I don't think you guys used your bountiful.
3, and then
Oh my goodness.
we
She's been
gain
overtaken. She gets
increase
the
your
dragon.
1 for each of your figures in the desert. So we
So what
get
was that 3 for? That was for winning?
Yes.
Okay.
3 or 4.
We get 4 points.
And so you can't really see it, but we're 2 away from winning it.
Yes.
I think we might have this, Zach. I think we might do it.
And you're getting excited.
Because now
We're in.
4, and we just get 4
we
points.
just get 4 points.
Gabby, we got it.
That was like genuinely annoying, like how stupid
Oh.
that was.
Well played.
Okay, now
So
let's
just
take
like
some
that.
time.
We are.
So
I'm gonna zoom
the
this out.
merge. The merge is
I'm gonna
really
bring my
where it's
chair
at,
over.
man.
We're
The
gonna
merge
talk
is where
about
it's at. We're going to. If
Don't
you can
zoom
find
us
a
out,
way
Rich.
to, we're just going
Flip off your
to.
camera. I'll do it.
Let Gabby finish. She's still happy. We're still friends.
Okay, guys, break it down. What happened?
I think the audio is not synced.
It's not synced. No.
Oh, okay.
No, I noticed that. I don't know. It didn't really matter when we
Couldn't see her
recorded
face.
it.
Yeah, when you can't see the face, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, now, yeah, as you try to speak, it's beginning to bother me.
So you could turn us down. I'll give us a summary of what
Okay.
essentially happened.
Here, I'm gonna mute us out and then
Okay.
let us know what's the summary, Richie.
So I'm gonna put us back to this screen, kind of the end state of things, and just let's talk about hey, get back here. Let's talk about merging.
Okay.
Actually, why don't we do
And
this?
how big of a deal it is to go from losing to winning.
Losing to winning. We're now big screen.
We
And
are
we're-
now big screen.
and we're
Hello,
back.
welcome back.
What's your reaction?
All-time comeback, man.
Were you expecting that?
Yeah,
you were like, oh, maybe you guys are gonna do it.
Yeah. Well, it's sad because like she was slowly ticking away all by her lonesome, and she was pretty darn close. Like the fact that she like made it to the blue, because my first time making it to the blue, I couldn't do it without the merge. So like without Seth's help, I would not have made it, and I would have been extinct.
Right.
So yeah, overall, really impressed with the overall gameplay of how everyone went. It is interesting to see how everyone totally plays differently, you know, like the people we played with during my first time, and of course how Zach and Gabby played was totally different as well. There's a lot of things I'm going to do different when I play, Really foot stomping the whole subject of if I think I'm gonna merge, prepping for the merge.
Sure.
I think that's gonna be a really big point, and you're not required to play with the merge, right?
Okay. This is an interesting.
Okay.
This is an interesting topic. There is one scenario that obviously the answer is you can play however you want.
Yeah.
You can always just not do a merge. But there's one scenario that says don't merge.
Okay.
And,
And I like that they have the scenarios, by the way.
I do too. I think.
I think it's very memoir 44 of them. Yeah.
Which we need to play again.
We need
frankly.
to play some memoir 44 for you guys again.
Additional
That was our
rules.
most streamed video.
Our most streamed
My most viewed video was memoir 44, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
Inaccessible Delta. Why am I not finding this? There is a rule. I'm gonna find this. We're not giving up on this. There is a rule that says there's all these other followers. The Great Republic. Additional rules. Guardians. Oh, there's another rule that says there's 2 merges.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Okay, I'm not gonna find this.
Okay.
There is a rule set that says don't merge.
Okay.
Obviously, you can just say, hey, we're not gonna play with the merge rules.
Mhm.
With 5 players, I think it makes for an interesting game. With 3 players, it made for a. It was still a tense game because
Yeah.
you could see like how kind of the chips fell with how things worked.
Yeah.
We went from 6 points underneath the blue to the top of the track
Yeah.
in less than 6 battles.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been thinking about this a lot. And I think that the merge mechanic is kind of like a rough edge of a game.
Okay.
But without those rough edges, you wouldn't have as good a game. You know, like
Yeah.
you can have a game that has no rough edges, and that's kind of like a medium experience for everybody. Or you can have games like this where it has this weird quirky rule that might make for some bad feelings for a
Yeah.
player. You know, like
Yeah.
it doesn't feel good to have someone come behind and win,
Mhm.
but it makes for a more interesting game to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still trying to work out how I feel about it, but I'm glad you got to see
Yeah.
see it happen IRL. Any last thoughts on how to win? Now that we are no longer spoiler territory,
Mhm.
we can say how to dominate with the merge mechanic.
Yes, seriously. Which is going to be the name of the video, right?
I think
How
so.
to dominate with the merge mechanic. I like it. Yeah. I'm excited for the next time I get to play Ankh, and I'm interested to see how our full dialogue breakdown impacts our gameplay.
Yes, I'm also very excited. Hopefully you enjoyed this kind of. I mean, to me, this is a new concept. Even
Yeah.
we're not patting ourselves on the back too much, but I mean, there are a lot of different ways to consume board game content.
Yeah.
Right? Reviews, overviews, unboxings, and all that stuff. And we're gonna do a lot of those different kind of things. But something that Andrew and I really enjoy, and honestly, the reason why we're doing this is because this is what we do anyway.
Yeah.
Before and after a board game,
Mm-hmm.
and so we thought we'd just let you guys kind of see our dialogue and see how it works. And even if we're not even the ones in the game, we can. I still really like your comments about, hey, you could have cut off that piece of land, or you could have done that
Yeah.
differently. And I totally agree, and I value that. So,
Mm-hmm.
anything else?
Nope.
Okay, we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. I pointed at the microphone. The microphone's not recording us. The camera is.